Hello! In this video I'm going to show you two games I've had fairly recently in my light tank Mk VIc,
Let's go!
which was a gift tank given to us for Christmas, I think? Most of my gift tanks that we've gotten I've actually sold because they tend to be low tier light tanks with autocannons, and I really do not like playing tanks with low penetration. But I kept the Mk VIc because, well, really it was because back in the day I had a computer game called Steel Panthers, and if you wanted to play as a British you had to start off playing these things before you get onto cool things like the Matildas or the Cruiser tanks or whatever. So I've kind of got a bit of an attachment for them. So this tank's just got a machine gun. But
We've damaged them.
look at that.
Damage. Penetration. We've damaged them. Gotcha.
Just got a kill. Quite often I leave enemies on like one or, only a little bit of health. The problem is, the gun doesn't have much in the way of penetration. So there are a lot of tanks out here that I actually can't hurt. At least I can't hurt consistently.
Enemy armor destroyed. Enemy hit.
And the other big downside of it is that it takes a long time to reload the clip between bursts. Actually not even that long in the grand scheme of things, but it's fairly long for tier 2. I mean, as you can see, I've kind of got into a fairly aggressive position. Luckily for me, the enemy seem intent on just charging forward. Here's one of the tanks that I can't really hurt, the T-18.
That one didn't go through.
I mean, I think I've even bounced entire clips from on the rear of the T-18. And unfortunately, because it's so overpowered, there are lots of them at this tier. But it's kind of good because this is probably the easiest tank I have to get mastery badges in. This is probably about maybe one game in 10 I play, I get a mastery badge. See, on this game, it's got, what's this map called? Province? Kind of just taken up an, I don't really call it a scouting position, but it's kind of an aggressive position to counter any enemy moves forward, and a good place to jump forward if I decide it's the time to, go on the offensive.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. We can even scratch them.
And I think since we've killed more than half the enemy team, I'll just wait for this clip to reload and then it's time to go forward. No shots there. He's behind a rock. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to sneak directly outside of this ridge here, in between the two rocks. And hopefully I'll be able to outflank the Panzer II and any other enemies that might be sitting up there on kind of the north end of this ridge. The problem is the Panzer II I can't reliably penetrate anyway. So, it'll be interesting. I was going to say the Panzer II, our Panzer II should be able to come help me though, but I realised no, actually the Panzer II can't reliably penetrate the Panzer II. Whereas I think the Panzer II can fairly reliably penetrate the Mk VIc. Oh, bit steep, come on. I'm not sure who my friend was shooting at, he just wanted to get a few shots at that building. There it is, the Panzer II.
We didn't even scratch them.
There you go, I can penetrate the rear.
Enemy up. Got him.
But yeah, when I started off there shooting at the side, I bounced quite a few shots. Well, only 4 enemy tanks left, but I'll just wait till I reload my clip and then head down. We can see 3 of them are up there fighting 4 of our tanks who are pushing up. And make that 1 on 4. It's just going to be a case of who we can find the artillery first, we'll get another kill. Or maybe. So betting it's back in here somewhere, behind the houses. Not quite. Fairly close. Aim. Not quite quick enough. See, that game was a bit of a smash and grab, but as you see here, Mastery Badge, I did a ton of spotting damage, a ton of actual damage, 3 kills. Yeah, most damage earned, highest experience. Travelled almost a K. 267 spotting damage. Yep, this is the second game, same tanks, same map, but I'm on the other side. And on this map and this tank you kind of have to go to the valley, just because I think the machine gun has a maximum range of 325 meters, or if not it's something like that. So it actually just can't shoot across the valley, or it can shoot across the valley, just can't penetrate anything on the other side. I feel I have to get into a position roughly, at least half place so we can do some good in the game. Initially I cruise up here, and then I realise this is kind of a bad spot. Like that little building there kind of blocks most of the area where the enemies are going to pop up. And if I move forward there's no concealment just in that corner, so I can't really hide. So decide to relocate. And so just go along to the next building, which has a tree in front. I don't believe there's some bushes just around the corner. No? Oh yes, there's some trees just around the corner that kind of conceal me a bit. Everywhere except for the bit just south of the castle.
The engine's damaged!
I don't repair my engine immediately because I don't intend to move around much. I mean, if I get wrecked or something, I'd prefer to fix that immediately. See a T-18, there's no way I can penetrate that. Finally gives me a side.
We didn't penetrate their armor. That one didn't go through.
But I should have taken those shots.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't even scratch them.
Mk VIc actually broke cover as soon as I started firing. So I could have actually fired into him and saved my T7 ally from dying.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged. Got 'em.
Okay, it looks like we've pretty well driven them out of the valley now. At least once that T-18 dies, but I expect he will soon. He's going to have a lot of snipers behind him. But the thing is, there's still a lot of enemy tanks out there. So I don't really feel safe going in the offensive just yet. What I'm doing here is I'm just going to fire up into the bridge just to make sure that if there's anyone there they'll have spotted me. And I'm going to guess they would have also fired at me. And since no one shot at me, I believe that means that there's probably no one up in that little corner there. Which means once I've reloaded I'm going to be fairly safe to head up there. Start putting some pressure on the enemy. Maybe I'm not spotted because it sounded like artillery landed really close. Oh well, it's a bit late now. Out of the blue. There you go, I fixed my engine now that was actually starting moving. Oh, I can just enter.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor destroyed!
it's a little bit steep again. A little more. There we go. There was a Panzer II up here. So I'm going to kind of go up the steep part of the slope just in case he pops up like a reverse back quickly. And using the slope to pick up speed. So we'll go help out my T-18. Looks like he wants what he needs to help. And unfortunately, the T-57 is actually a fairly heavily armoured artillery piece. Get a bit more target than that.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Ricochet.
Yeah, I didn't do much there. So just pull back a bit to reload. Again, I find the hill is a little bit too steep. Here we go.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Machine gun sniping the cupola. It's actually surprisingly effective. Funnily enough, the Panzer II managed to bounce off my turret. T-57. Okay, oh, actually we got... Oh, there's T-18 behind me. Taking into cover. Just down here, sneak around. I'll try and get close because I see there's a friendly Cruiser 3 coming up behind me. So I'll just try and spot the T-18 for the Cruiser. Because I know cruisers, well, cruisers are like one of the best tanks in Tier 2 Cruiser 3s. Got an absolutely awesome gun. Okay, he's looking at me.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Got really lucky then, went out way too far. Oh no, the Cruiser 3's got an auto gun. He's firing at very long range. So he's not going to be much help. Oh no, look at me, pull back.
That one didn't go through. We didn't penetrate their armor.
There are a few weak spots in the T-18 frontally, but this gun doesn't really have the accuracy, maybe even the penetration to get through. Like if you aim for the gun directly, it's actually a weak spot.
We didn't penetrate. We've had it. Everybody out.
Now, I was pushing my luck. And also that driver's hatch on the front's another weak spot, although it's fairly well sloped. There's only that T-18 left, we've got a T-18, so I'm just going to look at the Cruiser 3, just look at that tiny gun. You found T-18 manages to get behind. And there you go, that's the game. So see, another ace badge, tons more spotting damage, tons more actual damage. It's all fairly standard by now I think, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.